When a console comes with a controller shaped like a pitchfork, you know you have something special on your hands. And if nothing else, the Nintendo 64 was definitely a special console. It was arguably Nintendo's most consistently inconsistent, but its flaws aside, there were a few things with which the Nintendo 64 will always be synonymous. Multiplayer, the duo of Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, a name that's divisible by 8, multiplayer, and among other things, the absolute unequivocal best wrestling games in history. Now, most prefer WWF No Mercy, but in my neighborhood, it was all about revenge. After lacing up the boots and climbing through the ropes with WCW NWO Revenge for the first time in almost a decade, I was again unable to drop the controller. I gotta tell you, I'm shocked this game has aged so well, and in retrospect, that my friends and I got any homework done when we had games like this to play. Man, we had some awesome times with this game. In fact, and this is a totally true story, the fictional character Aki-Man may be responsible for the real-life death of ravishing Rick Rude. We used to play this game every weekend during our weekly Nintendo 64 nights, and my friend Norm used Aki-Man really with an almost frightening degree of brutality. And in a match against one of us who was playing as Rick Rude, Norm used Aki's trademark flurry of fists move, in which he just literally crawls on your chest and punches the hell out of you. Now, I don't want to say Aki-Man assumed direct control of the game, but for some reason, he went off more than usual. He wouldn't stop punching Rick Rude in the face and chest region, no matter how many buttons Norm pushed, or how many times Rick Rude tapped out. In the moment, it really freaked us out. Norm just lost control of the game, and I swear to you, the next day, Rick Rude actually died in real life. It was April 20th, 1999, and I'll never forget it. We changed Aki-Man into a whole new character as soon as school let out, but when we loaded up the game that weekend, we were even more freaked out by what we found. Dark Aki-Man 2. To this day, no one admits editing him that way, and it remains one of the great unsolved mysteries of my high school years. Look, I'm way too old to be in touch with what the kids are doing these days, but I really hope online multiplayer hasn't made local play obsolete. I'm telling you, playing Nintendo 64 with a bunch of my best friends and experiencing moments like that, I mean, those are truly some of the best memories of my young life, and for that, I'm forever indebted to games like Revenge. But this game is about more than just misty-eyed nostalgia. WCW NWO Revenge is a damn good game in every sense of the word. THQ and the developers at Aki made an impressive mark on the Nintendo 64 with WCW NWO World Tour, but with Revenge, the formula was improved in just about every way. Revenge was a massive 128 megabyte cartridge with 50 WCW superstars, each with enhanced facial textures, wrestling animations, and ring entrances. It may not look impressive today, but during its time, this was honestly mind-blowing stuff. The presentational values were just off the chart. But the best thing about Revenge was the gameplay and the customization. The game is built from essentially the same engine as THQ's World Tour, based on using attacks out of the grapple. And from there, you can use a variety of wrestling maneuvers with ease. They all animate really well, but most importantly, the mechanics are easy to get a hold on. And as addictive as the gameplay itself is, the degree to which you can customize the game and the characters drives the point into the mat like a power bomb. WCW NWO Revenge is still a multiplayer time suck straight from the old school.